Hey friends, Janie here. Welcome to my little campervan kitchen. It's still a little bit basic, but it's good enough to cook in. Today I am whipping up a very sweet little egg fried rice for you. It's dead easy. If you want to give this recipe a go when you're out camping or campervanning, then if you're on YouTube, head below and you'll see the full recipe written where you can copy and paste it and, I don't know, text it to yourself or Facebook message it to yourself, whatever. There's the recipe that we're using today, but there's also a bare bones version where if you're not into curry and spices and you don't know what turmeric is and you don't really want to know, that's fine. Head down below and you'll see a really basic version, which is still going to be good. It's still going to fill your belly without having to cost a lot of money and be full of crappy ingredients and stuff. But it's not going to be as tasty as what the rest of us are going to be in. So your choice, really. So I have a saute pan. This is going to feed 2 people or one very hungry person. First up, just melt some, well, I'm using ghee, but you can use butter or olive oil, whatever your flavour is. Just get that a sizzling. When your oil is nice and hot, then fry off either 1 small onion, half a large onion, or a whole bunch of spring onions chopped up. Just get them cooking. This is actually the 3rd time I've made this recipe in here. The first time I did the recipe wrong and figured that would be a really crap start to me making new campervan recipes if I cock it up. So I deleted that one. The second time the first time I did it in a frying pan and it went everywhere. The second time I did it in a saucepan, it kind of went everywhere. So this morning I've been out shopping and I've bought this gorgeous saute pan, a Brabantia saute pan. I thought, you know what the hell. So 3rd time lucky, eh? Let's hope this one doesn't end up on the cutting room floor again, because honestly I'm getting pretty sick of eating egg fried rice. Okay, my onions is looking good. So next I have got half a red pepper and 2 gigantic cloves of garlic because I love the stuff. Use what you've got, really. Chuck those in and give them a little sizzle too. To make this recipe really quick and easy when you're cooking this camping, because nobody wants to be sat here stirring stuff for hours, let's be honest. I'm using some pre-cooked rice from the supermarket. Make sure you give it a good squidge and break up any big lumps that you've got of rice in there, because you want all the flavour to get on each grain. I'm using long grain, but basmati or whatever flavour you like, really. And if you're doing the bare bones recipe listed below with very few ingredients, you might prefer to buy one that's already flavoured. It'll just give you a little bit more flavour in your finished dish. Also, if you're making rice, actually cooking rice up for this recipe, then I would recommend you cook it up the night before and let it sit out to dry. Using fresh rice, there's a lot more moisture in it than this or next day rice, so you don't get that good fried texture that you want your egg fried rice to have. Okay, now we're good. We're chucking our rice in. And at this stage you can also throw in your spices, which I have completely forgotten what's in here. You'd think, of the times that I've made this week, you'd think I'd remember. So we have half a teaspoon of turmeric. The turmeric is the yellow stuff. That's the stuff that's going to make this dish go yellow. If you just buy 1 extra spice to try this recipe, then make it turmeric. It's not hot or spicy like chili. It's got a nice kind of earthy flavour. It doesn't really smell very much, if I'm honest. But it's really, really nice in dishes like this, also in stews or casseroles. And by all accounts, it's really, really good for you. So if you learn one thing from this video, it's go and buy yourself a tub of turmeric and get using it. We've also got a pinch of salt, half a teaspoon of sugar, and half a teaspoon of black pepper, and half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, purely because I didn't have any unsmoked paprika. Either will do. You're also going to want some chilli. And I'm just going to, can you see my beautiful new spice rack? These are little Tic Tac pots. So just sprinkle in some spice. This is my homegrown chilli that I've dehydrated and bashed up, and I've got bags of this stuff stored away now. It's really hot, really hot. It's probably the hottest dried chilli I've ever had. So go easy if you happen to be using my dried chilli. That's all I will say. Ah, that is looking scrumptious. It's actually looking better than the other 2 times I've made this dish this week as well. Okay, so we're getting our protein from the eggs. If you need an extra protein boost and you happen to have some ham, some tinned ham or fresh ham to use up, chop that up, chuck it in. Maybe some cooked chicken, I don't know, whatever, salami would be a good one. It's all going to add extra flavour, and if you're out hiking and whatnot and you need some extra energy, then getting some extra protein in will be a good thing. So we're letting that sizzle. I'm using a non-stick pan. I'm still at the early days of my campervan cooking. I don't use non-stick pans at home, but I've kind of gone over to them for the van just because it makes washing up easier. And as you can see, we don't have a sink in here. I made the decision to save on workspace and not have a sink. So I kind of figured that I'd give non-stick cookware a try, just purely from the point of view that it's going to be easy to clean up. So we'll see. Like I say, I only bought this one today. So when the rice is looking lovely and it starts to smell toasty, push all the rice to one side, and then you're going to crack your eggs in. I'm using 3. This meal's going to feed Johnny and I, but obviously if you're just going to make one massive dish for yourself, if you're really hungry and 2 eggs is enough, then that's fine. Use as many or as few as you want. So in the middle of the pan, just start to scramble those eggs up. And as they start cooking, they're naturally going to drag in the rice from around them, which is fine. We're all about one pot, easy cooking and easy clean up. Nobody likes the clean up part of cooking when they're camping. So I'm hoping to bring you a complete channel of recipes that are easy to knock up in one pan. That's the plan. The reason that I like to cook the eggs in the centre of the pan is because I like lumps of egg, cooked egg, scrambled egg in my egg fried rice, but you can mix it all up together at this stage, that's fine too. It's still going to taste great. And I would normally at this point be adding in some fresh parsley, but I've used it all up on the other countless times I've made this dish this week. So you see that egg is nicely scrambled now. Mix it all in with the rice. Yummy. Going to turn the heat off now. The pan is still hot, so that's going to retain some heat and finish cooking those eggs nicely. And there we have it. Yummy egg fried rice. For serving, you really do need some soy sauce. Again, down below you'll see the bare bones version. It just uses salt and pepper because most people carry salt and pepper when they're camping, but I love soy sauce and I also love sweet chili sauce. So if you've got any of that to hand as well, I would highly recommend it. It really brings another level of flavour to the dish. And that's it. There we are, my friends. I hope you give this one a try. If you do, please feel free to take photos and share them with me on social media. You can find me pretty much everywhere as @Hedgecomber. And if you've got any more comments for me, please leave them below if there's any other dishes you'd like me to make campervan friendly. If there's anything else you'd like to see about my van or about cooking or about anything really, just please leave me a message below. Thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye!